Hey everybody, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and we're going to be taking a quick look at the CURT Trunnion style weight distribution system. So if you're towing anything with a bumper pull system or that hitch that's at the back of your vehicle, this is going to be the greatest way to make sure that you get the most out of your hitch if it's rated for a weight distribution and also your vehicle is rated for a weight distribution. You do want to check that because not all of them are. This is going to be the greatest way to get the most out of your components. It also really, the main thing is that it helps to spread out the weight over all your axles. Whenever you're putting a lot of weight on the back end of your vehicle, let's say this is your vehicle, you're pushing down on the back end, that front end comes up. It changes how your vehicle handles. It affects the braking, your steering, can affect tire wear, all kinds of stuff. And by using this system, it basically uses leverage to bring all that weight from being just on the back axle to the front axle as well. So it just helps to spread everything out, relieves a lot of those issues, and it's a better solution than trying to put in like a rear suspension enhancement, something like airbags or a Jounce bumper or anything like that. Those will kind of help with sag, but not in the same way. This is going to be a much more effective way to do that if you're using, again, a bumper pull or bumper style towing. So as far as what you're going to get in the kit, it's going to be everything that you see laid out here. There are 3 different versions of this, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But as far as what we get, we'll have our shank. This is going to fit into a 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube opening. Has the pin and clip to attach that in there. That attaches to our head assembly. You can adjust the angle here to help give you more or less support for the overall system. I have this in the drop right now. You can use it in the rise. There's a kind of some adjustability as far as the height. So you will have to take some measurements of your towing vehicle and your trailer once you have it loaded up like you're going to be towing it. So keep that in mind. On the head assembly, it does not come with a ball, so that is something you need to pick up separately. You just want to find one that has 1.25 inch shank diameter. From there, we'll have our 2 trunnion style arms. Those go into our cams, and they're connected there with chains. So this is our other point of adjustment. You'll basically figure out what's going to be the right setup, or how much chain you need, or the placement of those chains on the cam levers to give you how much support you need. So you might have to kind of do a trial and error, figure out the angle that you need, which is based more kind of on measurements and things like that, and then trial and error with the placement of those chains. Comes with the hardware to get this installed. It just clamps around the frame of your trailer. So you want to make sure that the frame of your trailer is no wider than 2 3/4 inches. That's going to be the max that this can handle. We'll get bolts to attach that there. It has 2 different lengths. This is going to be the shorter one. I have the longer ones through there. It also comes with this lever tool to help you get that in place, especially as you start to go higher up on the chain or really shorten that up. It gives you more torque or more, there's just more pressure on that system, so it can be kind of hard to get that in place. So that's what this is for, to help get that levered up or also to take it down. Once you get everything adjusted where it needs to go, it's pretty easy to put everything in place. You can leave this kind of on your vehicle and then take off the trunnion bars as you need to and all that good stuff. As far as those weight ratings, as I mentioned, there are 3. So you'll need to figure out your tongue weight and then use that to help you figure out which one is going to work for you. So if it falls within one of the ranges, pick that one. You don't want to just go for the strongest one that there is out there or go too light and be under what you need. You want to make sure that you get the highest that's going to fit for your application, but you don't want to go overboard. If you get something that's has too much pull or is basically too stiff, it can cause a rougher ride and can transfer more motion into your vehicle, and it's not going to do what you think it's going to do. It's not going to help to go overkill. So find one amongst those 3. All the other specs, all the other features of the system are going to be the same. It's just they're a little bit beefier as far as the individual components going together, but pretty much looks and installs the exact same. All the measurements are the same for the head as well. And speaking of which, let's talk about measurements. So there they are on the screen again, 2-inch by 2-inch shank. The shank length is 12 inches long. Our bar length going from the very end of the bar to the start of the bar to the end is 30 5/8 inches. The maximum drop that we can get out of this, which is going to be how much further down from our hitch this is a 1/2 inch. The max rise is 7.5 inches. And again, the frame size that this works with is anything less than 2 3/4 inches. So I hope that's been helpful in deciding if this is going to be the right fit for you. One last thing I will mention is that if you do need sway control, so if your trailer is kind of starting to wiggle around on you, it's catching crosswinds, or it just doesn't seem to be tracking behind you, especially going around corners or anything like that, you can add on sway control with this by getting the sway control or the friction bar arms. So as far as those extra components, again, you'll need a hitch ball, but you can add on the friction sway control bars. So you can get one on either side or get two if you really need a lot more sway control. So that's kind of something that you can add onto the system later as needed. But overall, I hope this has been helpful in deciding if this is going to be the right system for you. We do have a lot of solutions for all kind of towing situations here at etrailer.com. So check us out. Thanks for watching.